Autoline Daily is brought to you by Siemens PLM Software, transforming the process of innovation.
Here are today's top headlines. The White House readies a bridge loan for the Big Three. We'll take our first look at the BMW Z4. And BYD from China beats everyone to the market with a plug-in hybrid. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, December 15, 2008, and now the news. Detroit's automakers are sitting on pins and needles as they await word from the White House on getting a bridge loan. While the Bush administration says help will be forthcoming, nothing has happened yet. Maybe mañana. The delay indicates there is some heavy-duty horse trading going on amongst all the parties involved, so look for a complete package of concessions on the parts of dealers, creditors, shareholders, and the UAW before they get any money. You know, it's too bad the Big Three are not located in another country. They might be able to get help more easily. The Chinese government will spend $2.2 billion to subsidize loans to its automotive industry. The Canadian government and the province of Ontario may offer as much as $2.8 billion in US dollars in aid. And French auto suppliers are pushing to delay paying their Social Security obligations for the next 6 months. BMW just released several video clips of its 2010 Z4 Roadster ahead of the car's debut at the Detroit Auto Show in January. The new model's been restyled. It features 2 flavors of inline 6-cylinder engines, a 255 horsepower version and a 300 horsepower twin turbo. A 6-speed manual transmission is available with either engine, while a 7-speed dual clutch automatic is offered with the turbo. German magazine Auto Bild unveiled the first images of Mercedes-Benz's first electric car called the Blue Zero. According to Auto Bild, the Blue Zero will be a B-class model and production will start in 2010. Batteries for the Blue Zero will be stored in an undercarriage to free up trunk space. The concept will be showcased next month at the Detroit Auto Show. In a development worth watching, Chinese company BYD beat everyone to the market with the first mass-produced plug-in electric hybrid vehicle called the F3 DM. The hybrid is capable of traveling 62 miles on electric power, and the batteries can be recharged by plugging into any 220-volt outlet. The car costs just over $21,000 and will make its way to the U.S. in 2010. By the way, billionaire investor Warren Buffett is a big investor in BYD, which is also a major battery producer. Coming up in our feature story, we'll look at new valve technology from Audi that makes more power and uses less fuel.
Siemens, transforming the process of innovation.
One way to make a gasoline engine more efficient is to adjust how far the valves open. Variable lift systems like Honda's VTEC have been around for years, but now Audi's jumped onto the bandwagon with its new valve lift system. Just like VTEC, it has 2 separate lifts for the intake valves, a low one for slow engine speeds and a higher one for top-end power. At low RPM, Audi system staggers how far the valves open. One intake valve per cylinder opens a little bit further than the other. This causes the air-fuel mixture to tumble, which results in better combustion. At high RPM, both intake valves open much further for freer breathing. This helps create more power. To work, the system has a few unique parts, like special sleeved camshafts and electric actuator pins. The cam lobes are machined into the sleeves, which are keyed to the cams, but slide along them. When one of the pins is extended, it fits into a spiral groove on the sleeve. As the cam rotates, the sleeve slides to one side. This changes which lobe is actuating the valves, and compared to other systems, valve lift is simpler and more compact. Along with more power, Audi claims this system can reduce fuel consumption by up to 7%. So far, it's only being used on 2 of the company's V6 engines. Before we go, I want to remind you that we'll be doing a live webcast today at AutolineDaily.com. I'll be talking about the Big Three Bailout with John Neff from Autoblog, Chris Pockert from Winding Road, and Mike DeShane from CarAndDriver.com. We'll be able to take your questions, so check it out at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 1800 Coordinated Universal Time. And that's it for today's top news in the global auto industry. But don't forget, you can get podcast transcripts and a whole lot more at our website, AutolineDaily.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.